and specifically...
Okay, that looks so unsettling. Just a cat with a guy's face just crawling towards the camera.
Hey baby, I saw you.
Alright, so today we're going to be watching Cats, the movie based off the play by, what was it, Andrew Lloyd Webber, the guy who did the one with the face, the mask, the ghost of the musical, I think is what it's called. I've never actually seen the original play for Cats before. I only am familiar with some of the songs, like the one that goes... And I haven't even seen this movie before either, and I remember, especially back when it was released, it was heavily ripped upon because of the weird CGI visual style and the inserting of certain pop figures into it. All those things put together seem to have made something quite horrific and also maybe quite interesting. So let's just dive right into it and see if the director acknowledges the criticisms that this film got.
Hello, I'm Tom Hooper, director of Cats, the Egyptian, and specifically...
Okay, that looks so unsettling. Just a cat with a guy's face just crawling towards the camera, like licking the lips. Looking at video from the original play, they still kind of go with a similar art style of putting people in cat costumes and still having, you know, a sort of humanoid face. But I don't know, there's just something about this that's like a little bit extra creepy. I'm sure the CGI definitely helps with that.
These sort of street cats would emerge, these alley cats, these sort of Wild West End cats.
Oh yeah, nothing screams Wild West like cats. I know they're saying genical. It just doesn't sound like that immediately. I'm sorry.
Dinner and a show.
Oh my god, that looks so bad. Oh, that looks so bad.
You know, just as humans are playing cats, humans also playing mice, but they're scaled down again. But they, you know, also have fur being blended into their real faces, so you get their real performances, but also a sense of their mousiness from the design.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting the sense of mousiness at all, honestly. Just Uncanny Valley, I think.
And from the beginning, I always wanted humans to play cats.
Okay, well, who else would play the cats? Like, somehow a worse idea for adapting this to the screen would be getting actual cats to play the characters. I don't know if that ended up on the cutting room floor or something. Like, who else could play the cats in this?
The blend of the CG fur into the face is, I think, you know, very expertly done and supports the emotion of the scene.
Expertly done, sure. Uncanny Valley, yes. And mostly the CG artists are the ones who I give my hat to, because I'm sure they had quite a whole lot to work with, and obviously they did their best with what they were given, so hats off to them in doing the best that they could have possibly done, I feel.
James Corden, who I've wanted to work with for years, who was my first choice for Bustifer.
Okay, guys, stop giving James Corden roles. He's been proven to not be a good person. He is painfully unfunny. I don't like him.
You know, he clearly represents the idea of, you know, the sin of gluttony.
Really bad.
It's about humans and cats at the same time. So I think I wanted a design that had human and cat in.
Okay, if you didn't do a design of human and cat, then what? This is going back to when he mentioned humans playing cats. I feel like maybe when they were like drafting the script or the concepts for this movie, maybe there was an idea of doing it entirely like CGI cats or something, like in the shape and figure of actual cats. I'm just trying to imagine that. The way that he's talking about it just makes me think that they once considered that, which is very interesting to me.
Or do they not? And I love the idea that James was sort of...
Oh, I'm sorry. Is pouring real liquid too hard?
We get to feature, you know, the build of the romance between Mistopheles and Victoria.
Mistopheles nuts. Got him.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
The formality of the social dance. Tugger's arrival, and
Why are the cats wearing like Nikes or something? What is that? Maybe he took inspiration of that one scene from Marie Antoinette when she was wearing Converse.
you're arriving at a spiritual state through the kinesis and the catharsis of tribalistic, atavistic dance. And so dance has existed in our culture, where transportive and takes you to a different headspace or a different mental space. Strategies of touching the spiritual.
Bro, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say it's not that deep.
Taylor Swift, so she's actually the first person I cast in Cats. I approached her. We had met on Les Mis, where she'd auditioned for Eponine, and possibly I felt it was not for her.
No, that would also be more crazy, because then she would have been in not only the Lorax, but Les Mis the same year. 2012 could have been so great. It was this close.
I wanted to be a part of the Lorax because I love the character.
And this, of course, is the payoff of the barge scene, and given Cat's famous fear of water.
Oh, speaking of cats, I got one right here. Oh, fresh for casting. Hi.
But NPC, who brought you, entirely virtual worlds in Jungle Book and Lion King, are expert in creating these sort of very realistic virtual versions of a set.
Oh yeah, because Jungle Book and Lion King were so well received and praised for their artistic merit.
I love this idea of this is how you address a cat. I must admit, I have actually tried this, bowing down to a cat and saying, "Oh, cat," just in the slight hope that this might unleash the cat to talk to me. It hasn't yet worked, but I will continue trying.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's definitely an intrusive thought if I've ever heard one. Yeah.
And so it was a great dream to get the chance to realise it as a movie. So I hope you enjoyed this commentary, and thank you for listening.
Awesome. Thank you for talking about this, I guess. Okay, well, as far as director commentaries go, that was... Watching this definitely makes me want to, watch the original. Taking everything at face value, which I feel like a lot of people did, because, the glaring problem with this is, kind of something at face value being the visuals. Just really, again, makes it look uncanny valley. It's a really good way to describe this, I think. And again, obviously, hats off to all the VFX people that worked on this, all the actors and everyone else too. Honestly, the performances, from what I could tell, were not that bad or anything. Anyway, if y'all have any other ideas or suggestions for movies you want me to look at, review, look at the director commentaries for, please let me know in the comments below. I'm always open to new suggestions. Cats, even though there wasn't a single cat in this thing.